Cato! Voila! The car that sells itself.
Oh,
The Corolla!
the Toyota
47 years. He says he's been flying out of dealers.
okay, is it my turn? I mean, the Toyota Corolla is going to go down in history as the most successful car ever.
There are 30 million of them
Plus, there's the Model T, the Volkswagen Beetle, and the Toyota Corolla. And you're right, up until 2013, it's been selling itself.
Well, it's the largest segment in Canada. 300,000 Canadians buy a car in the subcompact segment.
Yeah, but up until recently, the Toyota dealer anywhere in Canada just had all you needed was a clipboard and a checklist.
My point.
And but now there's the Honda Civic #1, Hyundai Elantra #2, Mazda 3 #3, then the Toyota Corolla #4 in Canada, Volkswagen Jetta #5, Ford Focus #6. I mean, the list goes on and on. Everybody has a good compact car. It's not an order-taking business for Toyota anymore.
Well, a lot of Canadians will be placing orders for the Corolla because it's proven to be reliable and efficient and good value for money. The Corolla has been Toyota Canada's best-selling car for the past 18 years, and the price increase for the new 11th generation Corolla is only an additional $545.
Well, one thing I noticed, Cato, it's roomier than the old one. It's spacious almost.
Because they've added 4 inches of wheelbase. I mean, that's the distance between the front and rear wheels, and that's all about filling out the passenger compartment. What they haven't done is too much to upgrade the suspension.
Here's something that I don't like. Look at this big slab of a dashboard right here in your knees. I mean, that is strictly 1960s.
Well, as is, I don't know, the suspension. I mean, not a lot has been done to upgrade the ride qualities of the Corolla. It's okay, but, you know, a Ford Focus is a lot sportier. A Mazda 3 is a lot sportier. A Honda Civic is a lot sportier. I mean, this is just very, okay.
The object of Corolla is not to be sporty, Cato. That's not the purpose at all. The object of Corolla is to be reliable, absolutely bulletproof. You turn the key, it goes. These aren't racetrack people. These are people who want to go to work.
Well, it's a good thing they're not on racetracks because the little four-banger in this thing is not a race-ready engine. I mean, it's a very solid, variable valve engine, but it's not that fancy direct injection technology that we're seeing in Hyundai and in Ford. I mean, I don't want to go over the list again and again and again, but the competition has moved up its powertrain way ahead of Toyota.
Well, it's true. It's not the latest technology, but they have improved the fuel economy. It's a very decent engine in that regard. They put the low rolling resistance tires on it. It comes with a CVT, which you disdainingly called a pulley transmission. No, they've done things here to modernize it sufficiently.
I agree. There's nothing particularly wrong with the Corolla. It's just that there's so many other cars with so many things right.
Well, you know, Cato, there are things I don't like about it. I mean, that slab dashboard is a big mistake, but this is a good, solid Toyota product.
Well, of course, Toyota's risk averse.
Conservative.
To a fault,
yeah.
and some people do consider that a fault. However, they've done things that are tried and true.
A 4-speed automatic, I don't like that.
Well, yes, but it won't break. It's it was developed 20 years ago. It's perfectly
And
good.
that's the point. If you want reliability,
You do not take risks.
40,000 Canadians will buy this thing.
And they will have bought the perfect automotive equivalent of a refrigerator.
Transportation appliance. Cato, the best-selling subcompact in Canada, Honda Civic.
Well, and there's a reason for it. It's reliable. It's affordable.
It's made in Canada.
Well, don't you like? I do like that. I mean,
But if I were buying a Honda Civic, this is the one I'd buy. I like the coupe.
Embrace your inner child or your inner juvenile delinquent, you know.
But this is a real sporty sports car.
Well, and it's a dying breed.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this is the kind of car that, in truth, was bought by the 24, 28-year-old guy.
Yeah, the old pocket rockets.
Right, so-
well, everybody's got one, but nobody does it like a coupe. That's what I like
No,
about
they
it.
don't. I mean, you can't get it in any of these. So Honda's cornered the market here. 201 horsepower. Ooh. It's got a variable valve engine, and you can get it with a manual gearbox. This car has a manual gearbox, and I think you're going to like driving it.
I think so too.
All right.
Passenger seat, passenger seat.
Don't kill me.
First gear, second gear. I love the standard transmission. This is a beautiful 6-speed box. You know, what I don't like about these is insuring them. If I were a 20-something-year-old, you know what this would cost me to insure? Oh, it's almost dragging these cars to extinction.
I know how much it would cost to insure. Say $4,000. Yeah, it is driving the cars out of the market. And what's more, the buyers in this target group, you know, they buy phones now. They don't buy sporty cars like this. It's too bad because this is a fun little car to drive.
I mean, this engine is terrific. Listen to this thing. This thing, isn't that beautiful? This thing turns $7 grand. Oh, you just love this thing on a windy road, cruising up and down the hills, cranking around the corners. If you enjoy driving, you'll enjoy this.
It is. That little 201 horsepower engine is very, very smooth. And just everything is good. The steering is tight. I like the way the wheel fits in your hand. I like the balance. Even the brakes, they're very solid, not too grabby. It's a fun car to drive. And unfortunately, the kids don't want to drive it. They don't.
Well, this one's called the SI, and this is the souped-up one with 201 horsepower, as you pointed out. But it also has all the other features of a driving car. I mean, these seats are perfect. You know, the dead pedal over here so you can brace yourself in on the corners. It's too bad these young people don't want to drive because they're missing a lot of fun. Maybe we should take up an insurance collection, Cato, to give more of them the opportunity.
You can't fight those companies, and you never will. But what I do want to say, look, if you're going to buy this car, there's a few things you got to know. First of all, the design inside, it tells you a lot about what Honda designers value. The 2-tier instrument cluster, I mean, everything points at the driver. So what does that say? It says that they like the technology in the car, and they expect the driver to handle it. It is a driver's car. Front-wheel drive, still a driver's car.
Now that was fun.
And safer than skydiving.
Yeah, probably.
But almost as fun.
Well, it might not be fun for much longer.
Well, I mean, look, government regulators and insurance companies are driving affordable, fun coupes right out of the marketplace. And they're being replaced by what? Bicycles and electric, you know, cars of some sort.
Our days are done, Cato. They're done.
After the break, it's time for the Ford Focus Electric and the Volkswagen Jetta Hybrid.